I cannot wait to go home this week before New Year's. It's like a week that doesn't exist. So I haven't filmed, and I went back to work today, and I'm just, it's chilly right now. I did finish Queen of Shadows from the Throne of Glass series, and now I'm starting Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. So I'm going to be doing a tandem read, and now my battery is dying, so that's cool. But I also kind of want to look at the Stuff Your Kindle and see if there's anything there, but a lot of the other ones that I really want to read aren't like part of that deal. But that's okay. I'll look through it and see if there's anything on my Kindle that in case I want to have like a break. I also have a credit on Audible, so I might get an audiobook in between reading these. And I still have several books on my TBR that I have around my office that I want to read. And I've been all about high fantasy, like I mentioned. But there are some books that are coming out this year that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, so today's book that I really want, that I want to share, that I'm excited about, is More Days at the Murasaki Bookshop. And I'm just really loving stories, like little vignettes. So that doesn't come out, I think, until, I'll put the date at the bottom. I don't remember when that comes out. And I'll just share something like throughout the week. I think that'll be pretty fun. Since I don't have, for the remainder of this week, I don't have, an advent calendar anymore because that's over. So I'll share my last 2 advent calendar sticker sheets, and then I'll start sharing like a book I'm excited about. So yeah, I feel like I just repeated myself a lot. Please let me know what books you are excited for this year. That's and I'm also, some of these books have already released, but their paperback version is coming out this year. So like that to me is also really exciting, because even though some hardback cover books are really pretty, I just really prefer a paperback. Barnes & Noble right now is having a hardback sale, so I'm gonna look online too. So I figured we can look online together and see if there's anything I want. There might be some more, but that depends on like the location. So tomorrow I might go to Barnes & Noble for the upteenth time to see if there are any hardback books that I want in person, and I think that's only a 30% discount. I'm gonna look online right now, just window shop a little bit. Anyway, I will switch over to record my screen and we can talk about books. Okay, so we are looking on the website. So far this is just under the 30% off hardcover bestsellers. The sale is the 33% off. So that's in person. But we can look at the 50% off books online. Okay, so I do want to read The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. It is another like Darker Shade of Magic, I guess, book in that series, or it's a spin-off, I think. However, I am very angry by the cover design change. And I know that's silly, but I have the first trilogy all in those beautiful black and white and red covers in paperback. And I really love those covers a lot. It is a huge reason why I gravitated towards that series. And I love V.E. Schwab. I probably won't collect this new series with this new cover. So I'll probably wait, either buy it on my Kindle or wait for it to become available on my Libby app, which is kind of a shame because I really do love that series. So I'm interested. I need to reread books 2 and 3. Actually, I should probably reread the whole series to refresh my memory because it's been quite a long time since I read that series. Let's just click on fiction books. So I'm looking for a book that like is drawing me in. One for My Enemy. So again, I'm just looking at the different covers. Let's click on One for My Enemy to see what that is. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. So maybe I'll leave that open just for now. The Salt Grows Heavy. I think that one was on my list. The Salt Grows Heavy is a Little Mermaid retelling. I've seen this cover and it just looks really creepy, but it kind of drew me in. So I have looked at Inkblood Sister Scribe before, but I need to refresh my memory. Oh, guarding their family's library of magical books, book-themed books. So maybe I'll check that one out. It's kind of hard to talk while I'm trying to read and like look at the different books that are available. I mean, this is kind of how I shop in person too, where I'm like looking at books and I pick up books again and I like, oh, do I want this one? Oh, I don't know. So let me go back. So far I think I might end up putting this one on at least my 50% off. But again, I love the cover. The cover is really interesting. Is the paperback book coming out soon though? Because that's another thing too. So the paperback doesn't come out until June. So, and that's another thing too. Sometimes I'm like, do I really need to get it like half off if I prefer the paperback? So it's like, is it really worth it in that sense? I couldn't tell you really, because I mean, I know I prefer the paperback version of books, unless the hardback is just breathtaking. Let's just see what else is. Where are the... Oh, I do have some books in my cart already, which I think it is saved from earlier when I was looking at it. And this is just books that I had on my list. This is just a normal like 10% off member. So the Book of Hidden Things, I Want to Die, But I Want to Eat Taboki, the Book of Witches, Cassandra in Reverse, which is one of the 50% off, and then Ink Blood Sister Scribe. So far only 2 from the online 50% off. Oh, and the Book of Witches. Everything else is just normal. So far nothing's really catching my attention. I don't know. Oh, and then there's also, but it's paperback, so I don't think it's on any of the sales or anything. Yeah, it's just regular paperback. Cabone is on my list. I don't think there are any hardback books that I really saw that I really wanted. I don't think there's anything else really to look at right now. So far I think I'm only going to get the buy one get one half off, and then any of the hardback books that do spark my interest when I get there in person. Come on, Barnes & Noble. The website is not always the best. Morning. Okay, so today is going to be kind of hectic, so I'm just here. I'm going to eat my breakfast and then I'm going to start doing stuff. I do intend to go to Barnes & Noble after work because I also have to get a birthday gift. Okay, let's get started. So I did not check in after work, but we did go to Barnes & Noble. It was severely picked over because this was day 2 of the hardback cover book sale, but I did manage to get 2 books. I got Divine Rivals. This has been on my list for a bit. A little snippet. When 2 young rival journalists find love through a magical connection, they must face the depths of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. And I've had this on my list for a bit, so I tried to do a little bit of a, like browsing yesterday to see what books I wanted. So I didn't really see anything. There was also, I wanted to get A Study in Drowning, but they didn't have that. But I did manage to see that they had Beasts and Beauty, Dangerous Tales, and this is a signed first edition, so I thought, oh, this is a beautiful book. So that's cool. And it's illustrated, and I just couldn't help myself. I love fairy tales. I also love vignettes or short stories, and this was right up my alley. I also wanted to get The Love Scribe, but they did not have that either. And then Ink Blood Sister Scribe. I might wait for that one to come out on paperback. I don't know. For The Love Scribe, I didn't like the paperback cover, so I was like, okay, well maybe I'll get that one in hardback because I like the cover of the hardback. And then the book I want to talk about that I'm excited to release this year is called The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. This says it doesn't come out until February 1st, but
that's the paperback, and then it says the hardback comes out February 13th. So I don't know if this is more like publishing shenanigans, but I'm curious. But this one, the little snippet says, if you could open a door to anywhere, where would you go? And that sold it for me. And again, this goes with all of my book-themed books that I'm obsessed with collecting and reading. And then I also wanted to talk about, I got this new rolly cart to put my Kindle arm on and then put books in, or I can roll it over to my chair and then I can read that way. And I'm hoping it's like another reminder of like, here are some books you have already that you should read. But I also got some books on my Kindle because it was stuff my Kindle day. I've got Keeper of Enchanted Rooms by Charlie Holmberg. Please forgive me if I'm pronouncing some of these names wrong. And then I got another Jenna Wolfhart, of Mist and Shadow. If I don't check in with you later, I will check in with you tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, I hope you're having a great week. And I can't believe the new year is almost here. It's crazy how quick time is going. I will see you tomorrow. Back in the office for another day. And I just can't wait to get home. But hopefully today will go by quick. And then I have tomorrow, and then I'm off for the weekend, and then I have Monday off, so that's wonderful. Looking forward to it. I hope you're having a good morning, week, day, and I will check in later.